Episode 460. The heated discussion sparked by the news that Lord Grimm was building a guild in-game was enough to make any major guild die of envy. Given the buzz, they had no doubt Lord Grimm's guild would soon become the largest in the 10th server. After the news went out, plenty of players were already glued to the guild page, waiting to see when Lord Grimm's guild would be established. Yet, they waited all the way until nightfall, and Lord Grimm's name still hadn't appeared on the list of newly formed guilds. The rules for establishing a guild in Glory are simple. The guild leader submits an application, and then 30 players need to respond to it. Those players who responded automatically become members of the guild once it's established. 30 members is also the minimum requirement for a guild. If a guild's membership falls below 30, it enters a 72-hour countdown. If it can't replenish its numbers in time, it will automatically disband. This response phase is the easiest time to join a guild. Many people who start one have to scramble to find those 30 members. But Lord Grimm's fame is immense. He wouldn't have a problem gathering 30 people. He could probably get 300 if he needed to. Everyone was worried about whether they could snag a spot during this initial phase. Once the guild hit 30 members, it would be automatically established, and then there'd be no more openings to respond to. After that, if you want to join the guild, you'll have to apply and wait for the administrator's approval. Generally speaking, when a guild is first established and its reputation isn't yet widespread, quantity takes precedence. The more people who join, the better. Only after they've grown and established themselves do they start to filter members, shifting their focus to quality. But Lord Grimm's guild is a special case. He's famous. He doesn't need sheer numbers to build hype for his guild. He can focus on quality right from the start. That made those 30 available slots seem all the more precious. The only problem was, after Lord Grimm made his announcement, nothing happened for a long time. Players were left puzzled and wondering. Then, right in the middle of the evening's peak online hours, Lord Grimm's application to create a guild suddenly and quietly appeared on the new guild list. In a flash, a mere instant, the players who spotted it didn't even have time to spread the word before the application vanished. Because in that instant, 30 people had already responded, and the guild was automatically established. It was only later that players dug up and widely noticed the system message announcing the Guild Conqueror had been established. The guild Lord Grimm founded was called Happy. Players rushed to sign up and apply for membership, all while trying to figure out what the name meant. The name itself wasn't particularly imposing, nor was it especially pleasing to the ear. It was just very different from the usual way players named their guilds. No one ever truly figured out the origin of the name. In the end, they could only chalk it up to the unique aura of a true master. The attention the Happy Guild was receiving had Chen Guo absolutely thrilled. In her eyes, this was a fantastic start. Yi Shu was processing the flood of applications to join the guild, and the sheer number of names had Chen Guo absolutely thrilled. Her only regret was that they couldn't accept everyone. A guild's member cap is limited by its level, and a newly created guild is only level 1, of course. The cap is 100 members. With 30 already accounted for, that leaves just 70 slots open. Ye Shu scanned the application list, letting in the familiar faces first. Tang Ru and Steamed Bun were obvious choices. As for old friends like Tian Qi and Mid-Moon Slumber, once they heard that Master Ye Shu was starting a guild, they decisively abandoned their old Moon Wheel guild and eagerly signed up. They didn't get one of the 30 slots, but as friends, of course we can make an exception for them. When Yi Shu saw a particular name, he paused. Windcomb Smoke Rain. Chen Guo also paused, then asked Yi Shu.
Hey, is this Sumu Cheng?
Yeah, it is.
Chen Guo was kicking herself for not having joined in on the fun in the 10th server. To think Tang Ru had been running dungeons and chatting side by side with Su Mucheng all this time. Oh, the sheer envy was eating her up inside.
Will she be on our team in the future?
That's up to you, Chen Guo. You're the boss.
I can't afford her.
Tears streamed down Chen Guo's face. She couldn't afford the salary for a player of Su Mucheng's caliber. With her current resources, building a team would be a desperate, hand-to-mouth operation. Even if they made it into the league, they'd likely be relegated and eliminated again within a year. Fortunately, Yi Shu had fallen right into her lap, giving Chen Guo a much-needed boost of confidence. If she had to rely on herself alone, she knew full well the outcome would be a brief, flashy appearance. A one and done, first round exit.
We'll take it slow. There's plenty of time.
Would Su Mucheng really lower herself to join this team? Chen Guo's mind was racing with wild thoughts. With Ye Shu here, she felt it was actually possible, but she was too embarrassed to bring it up herself. She could only bury the hope deep in her heart and cling to it fiercely.
All right, everyone I know is in the guild now.
Yi Shu looked over the guild's member list one more time. All the people he'd let in through the back door were now on it. The guild channel was quite lively, and the players who had gathered there wasted no time getting to know each other. Among those players who had joined the guild by responding to the call, a few were at a rather low level, and their hearts were filled with anxiety. Even regular guild members could see the list of applicants. They just didn't have the authority to approve them. Seeing the long list of high-level players, the few rookies wondered if they'd be kicked out any second now.
There's still room. Keep pulling people in.
Chen Guo saw that Ye Shu had stopped after picking out these familiar faces and had started flipping through the guild member list instead.
Don't rush. Since we have standards, we shouldn't just add anyone and everyone. Let me see who we should bring in.
The ones with the highest levels, obviously.
It's best to consider the classes too. Having 100 clerics in the guild wouldn't be ideal.
Chen Guo seemed to be catching on to what Ye Shu was getting at.
So, you want the classes in the guild to be properly balanced, like a team?
Nah, we can't go that far. But at least we should keep the ratios reasonable. It'll pay off.
After hearing Yi Shu's words, Chen Guo said nothing more. She simply sat to one side, silently watching him work.